Evan arrives on Vornaxis, a massive alien megastructure that orbits a red dwarf star. He is nervous but excited. Humans rarely visit alien families. Ryla, his calm and friendly alien friend, introduces him to the home, but warns Evan about one thing: do not talk to my sister. She is difficult. Evan laughs, thinking it is a joke. The house feels too quiet. Strange symbols glow on the walls, almost like they watch Evan. Evan accidentally locks eyes with Serexia, Ryla's sister, tall, sharp-eyed, and far too curious. She stares at him like he is prey. Unlike Ryla, Serexia has strong instincts, almost animalistic. Humans are rare on Vornaxis, and she has never seen one up close. She keeps circling him, sniffing him softly, studying him with interest that makes Evan uncomfortable. Welcome to my channel Sci-Fi Love Story. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Evan had visited many strange places in the galaxy, but nothing felt as huge and alive as the alien star station Vornaxis. It floated around a dim red star like a sleeping giant, covered in glowing towers and moving bridges. Ships glided through rings of light. Strange creatures walked in every direction. Even the air smelled different, metallic, warm, and sharp. Evan stepped out from the shuttle, pulling his backpack closer. His alien friend Ryla waved a long arm, smiling with calm, friendly eyes. "Welcome to my home," Ryla said. His voice had a soft echo, like two tones speaking at once. Evan tried to smile, but his hands felt sweaty. "Hope your family won't mind I'm staying the night." "They won't mind," Ryla said. Then he paused. "Well, most of them won't." Evan blinked. "Most?" Ryla cleared his throat, or whatever aliens used instead of throats. "I will explain later. Let's go." They walked through glowing halls. Doors moved like breathing creatures. Surfaces rippled when touched. Strange symbols glowed on the walls like watching eyes. Evan had seen many alien cultures, but this place felt aware. As they reached Ryla's family home, the large biometallic door opened like a flower blossoming. Inside, the walls pulsed with blue light. The whole place looked alive. Ryla leaned close to Evan. "Listen, I need you to follow one rule. Do not talk to my sister." Evan stopped. "Your sister? Why not?" "She is complicated," Ryla said. "And she does not understand humans." Evan laughed awkwardly. "What's to understand? I am serious," Ryla cut in. "Stay away from her." Evan nodded. Okay, I'll be careful." What he didn't know was that she was already watching him. The first meeting, Ryla's mother greeted Evan warmly. Dinner was calm. The food was weird but edible. Everything seemed normal. Then Van felt eyes on him. Sharp, focused, unblinking. He turned. She stood at the hallway entrance. Serexia, tall, elegant, and dangerous looking, like a predator wrapped in silver skin. Her eyes glowed a cold violet, studying him with a curiosity that felt too intense. Her gaze wasn't friendly. It wasn't polite. It was claiming. Evan swallowed. He had a feeling she was the reason Ryla warned him. Serexia spoke first, her voice deep and smooth. "So, the human has arrived." Ryla stood up quickly. "Serexia, leave him alone." But Serexia ignored her brother completely. She stepped closer to Evan, tilting her head, sniffing the air lightly. "You smell interesting." Evan froze. Ryla grabbed her arm. "Enough." Serexia hissed, but stepped back slowly, her eyes never leaving Evan. And just like that, she disappeared into the hallway. Evan whispered, "Oh okay, your sister is intense." Ryla rubbed his face. "I told you, do not interact with her." Evan nodded again, but his heart was beating too fast. Something about Serexia felt wrong, like she was hunting something, and unfortunately, that something was him. Left alone later that night, Ryla needed to go out to pick up special food for the next morning. He apologized, saying it would only take 20 minutes. "Just stay here," Ryla insisted. "My sister will keep her distance." Evan wasn't so sure about that. But he nodded anyway. When Ryla left, the door closed with a soft hum, and the home became too quiet. Evan sat on the couch, trying to relax and scroll through his holo device. He didn't hear Serexia approach. He only felt her presence behind him, cold, silent, sharp as a blade. He turned slowly. She was standing 3 feet away. Alone with him. Her eyes glowed brighter than before. Evan forced a smile. "Ah, hi," your brother said. Her voice cut through him like ice. "I don't care what my brother said." Evan stood up. "I should probably stay in the living room." No, Serexia said. She stepped closer. Too close. You should come with me. Evan shook his head. No thanks. Serexia smiled. A slow, hungry smile. Good. I like when prey resists. Before Evan could run, Serexia grabbed his arm with surprising strength. Her fingers were like steel. She dragged him down the hallway, ignoring his trying to pull away. Let me go, Evan shouted. No, Serexia said calmly. She opened the door with a wave of her hand. The room inside glowed blue with strange alien runes covering the walls. Evan's stomach turned. What is this place? A private chamber, Serexia said. Now enter. Evan tried to pull free, but her grip was unbreakable. She shoved him inside and stepped in with him. The door closed behind them with a heavy metallic thud. Then the runes lit up, sealing it completely. Evan ran to the door. Open the door. It won't open, Serexia said. Not unless I allow it. He turned slowly toward her. Her eyes glowed brighter than the walls. You're mine now. The room of secrets. Evan backed away until his shoulders hit the wall. What do you want from me? Serexia moved closer. Humans are rare, soft, fragile, beautiful. My brother brings home many objects from the outside worlds, but never something alive. I'm not an object, Evan snapped. I know, Serexia said. You are more valuable. She touched the wall gently. The glowing runes shifted, reshaping, forming images, past memories, past experiments. Evan saw holograms of strange creatures, caged or studied. Some alive, some not. His breath quickened. What is this place? My chamber, Serexia said. Where I keep what I desire. Evan shivered. I'm not staying here. Serexia tilted her head, almost confused. You have no choice. Then she stepped closer, close enough that Evan could see the faint silver patterns across her skin. You fear me, she said quietly. Of course I do. Serexia touched his chest lightly with one sharp finger. Good. Fear is natural, but I won't hurt you. Evan glared. You locked me in a room. To protect you, she said. He froze. Protect me? From what? From everyone else. What does that even mean? Serexia hesitated, for the first time. Her expression shifted slightly, something complicated and heavy behind her eyes. Humans attract attention. Many on this station would want to study you. Some would want to claim you. Some would want to dissect you. She stepped even closer. But if you are mine, no one will touch you. Evan's pulse hammered. That's not protection, he whispered. That's possession. Serexia stared at him for a long moment. Yes, the brother returns. Evan tried to think. Tried to calm down. Tried to look for anything that resembled a weakness in the door or walls. Nothing. The room was sealed like a vault. Then suddenly, boom, a deep explosion echoed through the house. Evan and Serexia both turned toward the door. Boom, boom, someone was attacking the house. A voice shouted from outside. Evan. Answer me, Ryla. Evan shouted back. I'm in here. Serexia growled, stepping between him and the door. He will not take you from me. Her voice was low, shaking with something like anger or fear. Another explosion. The hallway shook. Lights flickered. Ryla roared, Serexia, release him. Serexia's claws extended. He is mine. Evan's heart pounded. He wasn't sure if Ryla could break in. He wasn't sure if Serexia would attack him if he tried to run. Everything felt like it could explode at any second. The runes on the walls glowed brighter, reacting to Serexia's rising emotions, and the room began to shift subtly, tightening, almost breathing. Serexia whispered without looking at Evan. If he forces the door open, he will get hurt. I will defend what I claimed. Evan's chest tightened. He didn't want Ryla hurt. He didn't want anyone hurt. But he also didn't want to stay locked inside this alien room. Another crash. The door began to crack. Serexia bared her teeth. Ryla screamed, Evan, back away from her. Evan did. Serexia turned to him, violet eyes glowing. Stay behind me, she ordered. I don't want you caught in the blast. The door shattered. Light burst into the room. The door breaks open. The sealed door exploded inward with a burst of white light. A shockwave rolled across the room like a blast of hot wind. Evan covered his face, stumbling backward as fragments of glowing alien metal scattered across the floor. Through the smoke stood Ryla, breathing heavily, eyes glowing with fury. Step away from him, Serexia, Ryla said, his usually gentle voice now sharp and commanding. Serexia stepped forward, shielding Evan with her body, claws extended. You destroyed the lock, she hissed. You entered my chamber without permission. You violated my space. Ryla's jaw clenched. You locked a human in there against his will. Serexia didn't move. She didn't blink. She only lowered her voice. He is rare. He needed protection. Ryla glared. Protection from who? From you. Serexia's violet eyes flickered with pain, a quick flash, almost invisible. But it was there. Evan swallowed hard. The siblings were seconds away from killing each other. He had to say something. Please, Evan said softly. Both of you, stop. Serexia stiffened. Ryla froze. Evan stepped out from behind Serexia. Slowly, carefully. I'm okay, Evan said. Just, let's talk. For a moment, no one moved. Then Serexia whispered, almost too quietly to hear, you walked away from my protection. And for the first time, her voice sounded broken. The confession. Ryla lowered his weapon. Serexia, enough. You scared him. Serexia didn't answer. She kept her eyes on Evan, not angry, not wild, but confused, like she didn't understand why he chose to leave her side. Why did you run from me? Serexia asked. Evan took a breath. Because you locked me in a room. Serexia's expression shifted slightly. She looked at him the way a child looks at a puzzle they don't know how to solve. That is how I protect things, she said. Humans don't want to be kept like objects, Evan said gently. We need freedom. Serexia tilted her head. Freedom gets humans killed. You are fragile, easily broken. Ryla stepped forward. Serexia, he doesn't want to be your possession. Serexia's claws slowly retracted. Her shoulders lowered. I don't want to hurt him, she whispered. I wanted to keep him safe. Ryla gently approached her. I know, but your instinct is dangerous. Evan blinked. Instinct? Ryla sighed heavily. She has a condition, he explained. Rare among our kind. If she becomes attached to someone, she develops a binding instinct. She feels she must protect them. Must keep them close. Must claim them. Evan felt the weight of the words. Serexia spoke softly. It is ancient, old blood. I cannot stop it once it begins. Then why me? Evan asked. Serexia closed her eyes. Because you did not look at me with fear the first time you saw me. Everyone fears me, but you. She opened her eyes. You looked curious. Evan flushed. I didn't mean anything by it. You smiled, Serexia said. No one smiles at me. Her voice trembled, not with rage, but with something like sadness. The escape through the house. The broken door's alarm lights flashed red. The house shook as internal systems tried to repair the damage. We need to leave, Ryla said. The automated defense systems will lock the whole house down. Evan followed him through the hallway. The wall shifted like moving muscle, trying to seal them inside. Serexia followed behind quietly, watching Evan with unreadable eyes, but she no longer reached for him or tried to grab him. They reached the central living room, but the exit door clamped shut with thick metal arms. Ryla cursed. Defense mode activated. Lights dimmed. Sirens echoed. The house became a maze. Evan whispered, we're trapped. Not if we reach the emergency tunnel, Ryla said. He pulled Evan toward the back of the house. Serexia walked behind them, silent but alert. The hallway wall shifted again, sliding into place to cut him off. Serexia growled. The house won't let you take him. Ryla snapped. It isn't your house anymore. It belongs to Mother. Serexia hissed. And Mother programmed it to obey the strongest instinct reading. Evan's eyes widened. Instinct reading? You mean? Yes, Serexia said. Mine. The walls rearranged again, blocking all normal routes. But Serexia stepped forward suddenly, placing her palm on the glowing wall. The wall froze. Then it pulled back, revealing a narrow dark tunnel. Ryla blinked. You opened it for us. Serexia nodded once. Evan met her eyes. Why help us escape? Serexia looked at him with a strange softness. Because you asked me to stop. No one has ever asked me anything without fear. Her voice trembled again, but she kept walking. Come, I will guide you. The tunnel of light. The emergency tunnel was narrow, cold, and dim. The floor glowed with faint lines of silver. Serexia walked ahead, touching Rue. Nest that activated small lights. Evan walked behind her, Ryla beside him. The tunnel twisted deeper until it reached a large chamber with a circular door. Serexia stopped. Beyond this door is the main exit hatch. Ryla nodded. Open it. Serexia didn't move. She stood still, staring at the door, shoulders tense. Evan stepped closer. Serexia. She looked over her shoulder, eyes dim. When you leave, you won't return. Evan swallowed. I might come back. One day, when it's safe. Serexia's fingers trembled. It won't ever be safe for you near me. My instincts, they don't fade. Ryla touched her shoulder gently. We'll find a way to help you. Serexia didn't respond. Evan took a small step closer. He knew she could snap him in half, yet he felt no fear now, only sympathy. You didn't want to hurt me, he said softly. You were just scared. And alone. Serexia's breath hitched. No, she whispered. I feared losing something before I had it. Evan met her eyes. You don't lose me by letting me go. You lose me if you keep me prisoner. Serexia closed her eyes slowly. Then she lifted her hand and placed it on the door. The giant metal circle spun open. Cold air rushed in, the outside corridor to freedom. The goodbye Ryla walked through first. Evan followed. At the doorway, he stopped and turned back. Serexia stood in the dim tunnel, her silver skin glowing faintly, her violet eyes full of emotions she didn't fully understand. She spoke without moving forward. Human, Evan, yes, I will learn. I will control my instinct. I believe you, Evan said. No, Serexia said. You don't, but you still say it. Her lips curved into a tiny, sad smile. That is what makes your kind different. Evan didn't know what to say. So he simply nodded. Serexia stepped 1 foot closer. She looked uncertain, hesitant, a rare sight for someone so strong. Will you come back? Evan answered honestly. Only when you are ready. Until then, stay safe. Serexia lowered her head slightly, a gesture of respect in her culture. I will wait. Ryla called from the corridor. Evan, we need to move. Evan took a step back. Serexia whispered, goodbye, human. Evan whispered back, goodbye, Serexia. The door slid shut. The journey home when they reached the spaceport, Ryla kept apologizing over and over. Evan told him it was okay, he was shaken but alive. Ryla finally asked, are you scared of her now? Evan thought for a moment. No, he said quietly. I'm scared of what she might become if no one helps her. Ryla nodded slowly. We will try to guide her. She is my sister. I failed her once. I won't again. They boarded the shuttle. The engines hummed softly as the vessel rose. Evan watched the star station shrink ND him. He wondered if Serexia was standing somewhere inside, watching the shuttle leave. He felt strangely sad. She wasn't evil. She wasn't cruel. She was a storm trapped inside a person. A storm that needed direction. The final message as the shuttle prepared to jump to hyperspace, Evan's holo device beeped. A message, from an unknown Vornaxis address. He hesitated before opening it. It was a short recording. Only one line. Serexia's voice, when you return. I will not lock the door. I will open it. The message ended. Evan sat quietly, heart heavy, unsure what he felt. Fear, hope, pity, curiosity, maybe all of them. The shuttle jumped into hyperspace, leaving Vornaxis behind. But somehow, Evan knew this wasn't the end. Not even close.